Welcome to the Winding Road Podcast. I want to talk about what a perfect day looks like. For me, maybe for you. For me, it is absolutely 100% working towards what I am trying to do and trying to accomplish. What is in me that is creative, that I need to bring out to show the world or my friends or my family, whoever it is, whatever it is that you're trying to do that keeps you moving, that keeps you focused on whatever it is you're trying to obtain, but yet at the same time completely lost in the moment as to whatever it is that you are doing. You feel that future of accomplishment in the middle of whatever it is you're trying to do, because you're starting to be more consistent with your approach, with everything that you're working on. And whenever you do that, you start to gain confidence in what you're doing, in your abilities, and you just get lost in doing it, man. And I got lost in doing it today for quite a while, 3-4 hours, working on projects. But then I was like, all right, should I keep grinding? Should I keep going? I knew I was losing daylight, and I wanted to get in some disc golf. I wanted to get in some time with nature. And so I went and I did that. I took a break, but then rather than going and consuming and, being numb and just watching TV or a show or a movie, and I'm not saying any of that stuff is bad. I'm not saying that at all. It all has a time and a place, of entertaining yourselves. But I entertain myself with nature, and just by having reverence when I'm out in it, that's helping me gain even more knowledge and understanding about existence. And so that's entertainment to me. How do we turn our creativity, how do we turn our activities into that extra deal that I'm just talking about right now? How do we make that our entertainment, rather than just putting in the surface level type of activities and things in shows and movies and violence and, whatever it is, man. Like for me, the best course of action is to go away from all of that, because I realize, that I have to be the one creating it. I have to do more creating than I do being a consumer. And I'm not saying being a consumer is bad and, watching all that stuff, but a lot of time what you get in is what's going to come out. So I do challenge you to put in good and healthy and wholesome things, and whatever you might think that might be totally different from what somebody else might think. So I'm not judging and never judging. But I know for me, possibly for you or others, that by creating more than I consume definitely makes me a happier person, definitely leads me to a little bit more consistent basis of joy. And we had a bag full of food on the winding road. Good thing I didn't hit it and splatter it everywhere. Very late as I'm coming to you on the winding road tonight, headed home to bed after, like I said, was just like the perfect day, because I created, then I went out to nature, gained reverence, went back into more activities of creation, and then now, I might do a little consuming before I go to bed. It would be nice if I could now just read, to keep that flow going, to stay in that flow state of being a doer and not a beer, of staying in the zone of doing. But it's totally possible I'm probably going to go home, maybe watch a little bit of wrestling or whatever it is that I entertain myself with. And it is entertaining while I'm, reading. Definitely a form of entertainment, but I'm entertaining my mind with another person's thoughts and what another person wrote down or what another person said, and listening to people. And then I get to recreate that, as opposed to if I'm just watching a program. And what else am I doing? Am I messing around on my phone? Because it's just, it's coming in. Our eyes take it, but our eyes do all the work. They send it to our brain, and our eyes get a lot of that lost in the translation of trying to get it to the brain, as opposed to if we have to send it with our creativity, with reading with our minds, where we see it with our eyes, we see what's on the page, we hear what somebody's saying, but it's not just visually there. We have to then create that in our minds. And that takes a little more work, and you definitely can't be lazy if you're going to obtain and achieve these things. And then it's like, all right, well, damn, how do I not be lazy? Oh, I don't know. I really don't. Trying to figure it out and how I've become unlazy, because I really do feel like I'm, in general, just kind of a lazy person, but I'm clearly not. But I have those tendencies sometimes, to just sleep in. Oh, damn, we nearly hit a possum on the winding road. He was peeking out over the white line. Good thing he was head first and not tail first, because I would have ran over his tail. And I don't know, man. I think it's just persevering a lot of the times of realizing it. Number one, you got to realize that you might be a little bit lazy, and if you're okay with that, then you're probably just going to keep continuing to be lazy. And if you don't have any aspirations, then that's probably what you're going to continue to be. You're probably going to continue to consume all the time, and that's you. And if you're happy and it gives you joy, then so be it. But for me, it does not. And so once I realized that I was lazy, then it's just a matter, for me, it's just a matter of persevering, and it's a matter of what gets you out of bed, man. Like, I will literally still lay in bed thinking, man, this is great. I'm so at peace. I'm just going to keep laying here. I could sleep all damn day. But then I'm like, all right, what's going to get me out of bed today? What it is that I have to do. Maybe just going to work. You may have to get up to go to work. And then it's like, crap. And if you're stuck in that sucks. Like, I don't believe in work per se, as I've talked about before. I believe in finding something that you like to do, that you love to do, and figuring out a way to make money in doing that. Life's too short to spend time on things that you don't want to do, man. Like, obviously, there's going to be things that we have to do. But for the most part, like, I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to learn things as I go along. And I'm going to deal with the bad things as they come, because I've built up all these good things to help me through the bad things. And then not being lazy, like I said, it's a matter of what gets you out of bed in the morning. And I have a thought, and it's like, all right, I need to get this done today, to work towards that goal of being the best possible version of myself that I can be. The goal of achieving success. Like, that's the goal, but it's not the action. It's not the journey. The journey is always into just doing and not being. And it's just overcoming those hurdles in your mind of just wanting to not do anything, Like, once you do one thing, it really is about sparking that flame, finding the candle, sparking the flame. Oh shit, this candle is lit. Oh shit, there's another candle. I can take that flame of the other candle. Now I can light this other candle that I just found with it. oh man, the room's getting brighter. It's getting lighter. Oh, there's another candle, and you gain momentum whenever you start to do that thing, those type of things, and you break through, brick by brick, through that wall of being lazy, of not ever doing anything that you want to do that's going to make you happy and bring you joy. It's breaking through that wall, and it is about perseverance, and it is about being mentally strong. And how do you be mentally strong? Like I said, for me, it's gaining reverence through nature and just getting on here and talking to myself, of having a journal, of taking deep dives into our minds to have the depth of character, reading philosophy, reading books like I've talked about before, like the Bible, and the Bible at its true core and at its character of what it teaches us. And yes, possibly for you, it is for me, of like, yes, believing in Jesus Christ and that he died for our sins. Like, that's what I believe. But I'm also open, like I've talked about several times, about the possibility of anything else happening. And I have narrowed my mind, closed my mind a little bit to having more faith, but yet somehow my mind is still completely open, and I don't know how to explain that at all. And that's just been a recent thing. Like, I have so much faith in what I believe, because I've simplified it, and simplifying it meaning to me that God is love, and that's what I'm doing here, just in trying to inspire people through that love that I have. And I read it again earlier today, man, and it just hit me, and I hope maybe it could possibly hit you. Like, if God is love, and that love is within me, then God is within me, and he is a part of me. The Spirit is a part of me, and I am a part of it, and I am a part of everything. And I don't know, man, it's just like, wow. Like, very just mind-blowing. Like, to have that realization. And it is absolutely 100% helped by being a sober and alert mind. We'll dive into that, and we already have talked about it some, and we'll continue to talk about it, and then you'll see it when it comes out, and you see other parts before I was like that. You can see all that stuff as well. And it's the vulnerability that you have to have, because you're not the only one going through anything, man. We'll all have a lot of the same issues, because our brains, are all obviously all different in so many different ways, but yet we all have them, and we are all same in a lot of the ways too. So odds are, whatever it is you're going through, you are not the only person going through that. And how do you realize that you're not the only person going through that? That is by talking to other people about it. And yeah, being vulnerable can lead to fear and can lead to negative things for sure, but the risk is worth it. At least for me, like, it's worth it, because I am now able to share these great things that I feel that are within me. I am no longer afraid. I've captured that fear and just thrown it out the damn window. And really, man, it's just like every single day, it's the noise. It just becomes less. It becomes less. It becomes less. And I know at certain times, it's the waves. They're little waves that come at you in life. And they're going to come. The bad's going to come. But realizing it's just all one big wave is also a huge key into obtaining joy. It's only a problem because it's happening now. Are you going to be worried about it next week? Are you going to be worried about it in a month from now? Or are you going to be worried about it in 5 years from now? Maybe, but probably not on most things. So why worry about it now? Why worry about what other people think? You think they're going to, whenever they go lay their head on their pillow at night, that they're thinking about how stupid you are? Maybe, but I doubt it. They're probably more caught up with whatever it is that they have going on in their life and questioning themselves or thinking about themselves. Maybe they're thinking about other people and shit, but probably not. I don't know. You don't know. So if we don't know, then why are we worried about it, Not knowing, you could look at it as something to worry about, but I don't. And then you flip that around and parallel it and kind of transition to another thought that I'm having now that I've had before, is that I don't know if I don't try, right? Throw out some cliches. It's cliche time. You don't know if you don't try. And that's so true. As a bat swoops down in front of the car, the light shining brightly off of it, and away it goes into the night. But not knowing can lead to fear, so how do we not know? That's by going for it. And yeah, the fear of failure could be high, but the fear of the regret of not knowing could be definitely greater. For me, that's the case, and that's why I'm like, I gotta go for it. Gotta try. No matter how stupid or silly you may think you look, or you may think that others think that you look, bottle it all up in the noise, man, and turn it into something beautiful. I believe you can do it. I believe I can do it. I am me. You are you. We are each other. Love, inspire, unite. God bless.